of you. Namaste, all the audience and our esteemed panelists. I'm really grateful for sparing your time and being with us today. We normally connect with the audience through a poll that says that what kind of audience we have. But this time, I'm kind of 100% sure it's going to be a big team of educators. So, welcome all of you. We will be looking forward to your suggestions and questions that we'll take up in the end of the webinar session. And now I would just like to move on to introducing all our panelists. So we have our keynote speaker, Mr. Pallav Bagla sir, who is a charismatic science communicator, amazing, humble and simple person. And his forte is, communicating very complex research things into extremely simple, understandable language for masses. So he has also authored several books. He has won 3 national awards and an award, David Perlman International Award for Excellence in Science Journalism, that is almost equivalent to Nobel Prize for journalists. Yeah. so, so sir is also, he's authored books like, Reaching for the Stars, Destination Moon, and bridging this communication gap in science and technology. Sir is a photographer for Getty Images, which is a renowned world photo agency. He is also running his own YouTube channel called New Frontiers in Science and Development. Sir is very, very active on Instagram, Twitter as a photo journalist. And sir, एक बात पूछनी है आपसे. We would really want to know which project, since you have covered so many projects that have particularly worked so closely with ISRO, and so many scientists going inside and watching the working and everything of our space missions, Chandrayaan 1, Mangalyaan, and you've covered so much. So which project do you find the closest to the heart, which is really close, that you really enjoyed and had the thrill?
Thanks a lot, Malashri, and thank you, Neeta. Thank you, Monica ji. Thank you, Meenakshi. Thank you, Pooja. So nice of you to invite me. आपने याद किया मेरे को. तो जर्नलिस्ट तो बहुत ही लोनली लाइफ लीड करता है, अपना काम अपने से करता है और ब्रॉडकास्ट कर देते हैं, उसके बाद पता नहीं लगता है. बट टू इंटरेक्ट विद सच अ लर्नड ऑडियंस इज अ प्लेजर फॉर मी and also something I am looking forward to. आमतौर पे Zoom सेमिनार में I avoid like the plague because मेरे को फेस टू फेस इंटरेक्शन में ज्यादा अच्छा लगता है. तो आगे कभी मर्शी अगर आप फेस टू फेस करोगे, जब कोरोना थोड़ा कम हो जाएगा, तो मैं जरूर आने के लिए तैयार हूँ.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सर.
आपने पूछा मेरे को कौन सी प्रोजेक्ट सबसे अच्छा लगता है. अब देखिए, सब छोटे छोटे बच्चे हैं अपने ही. हिंदुस्तान की ही साइंस और टेक्नोलॉजी है. अब अपने बच्चों में किसी को अच्छा कह देना, बुरा कह देना बड़ा मुश्किल होता है. लेकिन अगर आप मुझसे पूछो सबसे ज्यादा जो मेरे को दिल से छूती है चीज, दैट इज आवर इमेंस एफर्ट टू बिकम फूड सिक्योर. हमारे जो एग्रीकल्चर साइंटिस्ट ने जो कमाल किया है to make India food secure. मेरे को याद है वो दिन जब अपनी माँ के साथ जाता था, उंगली पकड़ के ले जाती थी और 400 ग्राम या 800 ग्राम चीनी मिलती थी और कुछ किलो चावल और कुछ किलो गेहूं मिलता था राशन की दुकान से. अब वो राशन की दुकान हट के now we are in a situation where we have food courts.
Right.
You can choose between different cuisines. That change which I have seen in the last 50 years, I think is something which Indian scientists and Indian community should be very proud of. What we say, earlier we used to live from ship to mouth.
Right.
whatever food was coming on ships, and then it was reaching our homes.
Right.
Today, India is a net exporter of food grain.
Yeah.
That is a quantum jump for me. I have reported Chandrayaan 1, I reported Mangalyaan, I have reported Chandrayaan, I'm going to report Gaganyaan, I have reported so many developments, but something which touches everybody is food.
Yeah.
You can live without going to the moon, you can live without going to Mars, but ask somebody to live without food, it is impossible.
That's very
That
true.
is what touches me very much.
Sir, you are, I think, by heart very patriotic. So, like in the American Weekly magazine, the science, when you write, you're always highlighting about, Indian science research projects and how much effort Indian scientists are doing in different diverse fields. So, sir, being a biology person, how did you like move to, your passion became astronomy? Like you were fascinated, or yeah, it was a part of your job?
No, no. See, as a science journalist, I have no choice. Whatever is immediate news is something I have to report.
Right.
See, fortunately, my reporting career has matched very beautifully with the development and uptake of science and technology in India.
Yeah.
I started reporting, say, let's say 83 onwards when I started writing. That is the time when India was moving away from the ship to mouth to green revolution. And then now today we are going to different planets, etc. So my reporting career and India's development has matched so beautifully. That is what I love. But I can't say that I am particularly fascinated by one thing or the other. Today, what is news? Last 90 days, I have not reported one thing on space.
Yeah.
Because today the issue is novel coronavirus, how to control the COVID-19 pandemic. So my focus is on that.
Right, right.
Yes, but India's space activities are of a very high order. India has great pride in its Indian Space Agency. The Indian Space Agency, ISRO, has delivered on so many lovely projects. So you have to report that. You cannot not report that.
True, true, true. So I have crossed my one question limit, and I've asked you two. I'm sure there are other panelists waiting to ask you more. So I'll move to our introduction of next panelist, who is Miss Monica Mehan, ma'am. She's the principal of ML Khanna DAV Public School in Dwarka, and she is a content developer and resource person for CBSE. She has authored books for children. It's called, ma'am, what's the book called? The Living World, right? The Living World, which is a part of curriculum. Yeah.
The Living series, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a part of curriculum of DAV school, right? And ma'am has also won Women of Excellence Award in 2017. And a National Teachers Award in 2018. And ma'am, surprisingly, coming from the same college as Pallav sir, you are an alumna, both of you. So you have similar interests also. You are a nature lover, and she loves to click pictures with her camera. And I've seen beautiful pictures on Facebook, and she writes nice quotes below it also. So welcome on the panel, ma'am. So nice to have you all. We are really looking forward to a very great learning experience today. So moving on to our next panelist, Miss Meenakshi Kushwaha, ma'am. She is the principal of Birla Vidya Niketan, Delhi, and she has been in this education field for past 30 years now as an educator and an administrator, and she is also the founder chairperson of BVN IAPT Anveshika. A lot of people know and might not know, so I would just mention, IAPT is Indian Association of Physics Teachers, and Anveshika is the methodology of hands-on learning in different schools that was conducted by under her guidance and Professor H.C. Verma's guidance, amongst the physics teachers. So that was a very interesting experiential learning, initiative that was taken, I think, for the first time in any school.
Yes.
So yeah, so she has been a state awardee, and also ma'am has authored CBSE manuals, right, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah, so glad to have you on board. So next we have Miss Neeta Arora ma'am. She is the principal of Sri Venkateshwara International School, and she is a consultant to, obviously a master trainer to CBSE, and a consultant to British Council and Tata Consultancy Services. She's also won several state awards and awards on extempore speeches, right, ma'am? Winner. Yes, and she is a teacher skill auditor and vice president of Sankalp Sahoday CBSE cluster. Welcome on board, ma'am. Around with 40 years of experience, ma'am has a lot to learn. I mean,
Yes.
even still in the learning mode, and we'll be learning more. She was yesterday, she was saying, she can learn more. So I was just wondering, there is so much receptivity in her and so much positive vibe. So welcome on panel, ma'am. Next we have Pooja Sharma, ma'am, who is the senior biology science teacher, particularly from Shivnagar School, Gurugram. She has been in the field for past 18 years, since the inception of the school. So she has seen actually the blossoming of the school, and the children growing up with her. So it's been a beautiful journey. It must have been, because I think we are missing her somewhere. So she is very, very passionate about teaching children through hands-on learning, and igniting the curiosity in children and maintaining that thrill of learning science. So glad to have you, Pooja, but I think you need to switch on your video. There is some issue.
I can see Pooja.
There is some issue with mine, I think. Okay. So I would just, to connect with the audience right now, I would be launching a poll, which will connect us also to the today's discussion. And I'm launching the poll for 10 seconds. Request the audience to answer. The poll question says, do you feel having scientific temper is an important life skill? So sharing the results of the poll, 100% people agree to it. And I was really sure that this would be the answer. So scientific temper hai kya? This is this was first time coined by our Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru in his book called Discovery of India, in which he mentions that each person should have scientific temper. Also, it has been mentioned in our constitution in Article 51A that all the citizens must have scientific temper, which involves basically observation, then questioning, investigating or experimenting, and deriving logical answers. So that's a very, very important aspect. So I will not take much time. I would hand over to Mr. Pallav to elaborate on this, because I know he knows much better than all of us. So over to you, Mr. Pallav.
Am I audible?
Slightly higher.
Thanks a lot. Delight to be with this audience. Ignited minds. This is a phrase which came from our former president, APJ Abdul Kalam.
Yes, yes,
He's
yes.
somebody I have worked with as a reporter.
Yes.
I have never worked formally with him, but as a reporter who would question him on many things is something which I have done in my days when he was there. And an amazing person. I enjoyed interacting with him, and to see a seminar and a group named after him is a delight. Only thing he would have quibbled that you have a wrong spelling there and you have a Z there and not an S.
Yes.
But that's all right. I think he would pardon you for that.
Yeah.
He would pardon most people.
Yes.
Scientific temper is something, I think, you look at the world, my opinion, by and large, most Indians carry a lot of scientific temper and a lot of scientific thinking, which comes innate, inbuilt in us. We are great lovers of nature. We are associated with nature. We think we have great traditions which are deeply linked to science. I don't want to elaborate. You look at the Islamic tradition, you look at Hinduism, you look at some of our older religions. They are deeply connected to something in science or the other. And you go back and see, even 5,000 years ago, the Indus Valley civilization, when people were still not aware of many things, India had a full drainage system. India had a full metallurgy system. You look at the dancing girl, what a beautiful piece of artwork it is. Look at the seals. So we've had a deep tradition of abiding interest in science. Somewhere that interest continued, as they say, the wonder that was India, and then came the long rule by the colonial rule, where a lot of our education system, and I'm interacting with a lot of educationists, that really took a hit. And that was purposefully done by the Britishers. And they took such a toll on our thinking that today we still labor with that baggage of the thinking that we are not as good as others. In my opinion, some of our Indian scientists are better than the best, and they have delivered repeatedly better than the best. I brought the example of agriculture. Let's take the example of, on the other hand, you spoke about, Maharishi, about the Indian Space Agency's achievements. Reach the orbit of Mars in the very first attempt was an amazing fact.
Absolutely.
And then you look at the developments which the Indian atomic energy community has done. Today, we are in the middle of a pandemic. A virus, the novel coronavirus, is taking a toll across the world. Today, India is the pharmacy of the world. We supply more generic drugs to the world than anybody else does. We supply more vaccines to the world than most people do. I know there are people on the panel who are more learned on this area than me, but I need to point out that every third child in the world probably gets a vaccine made in India.
Wow.
Most of the UN supplies also happen, a lot of them happen from India. So we have tremendous capabilities, but today with the coronavirus pandemic, we are deeply struggling. And I need to point out that I have felt let down by the Indian science and technology community. What are we doing today? Today we don't have a vaccine, we don't have a drug. How are we fighting the pandemic? We are fighting with literally prehistoric tools. Wear a mask, 2 गज की दूरी रखिए, हाथ धोइए. ये 21वीं सदी है या ये सदी 18वीं, 16वीं, 14वीं सदी है, या कौन सी प्री हिस्टोरिक टाइम है? तो ये माने एक असमंजस का टाइम है, और इसमें बहुत चीजें हैं जो हमको सीखने की जरूरत है. मैं यहाँ पे, अगर आप मलची कहो तो, एक मेरा छोटी सी स्टोरी थी जो डिपिक्ट करती है किस तरह से हिंदुस्तान में हम बहुत चीजें करते हैं और बहुत चीजें नहीं कर पाते हैं. उनमें से एक है कि पिछले 75 सालों में भारत को एक भी साइंस में नोबेल प्राइज नहीं मिला.
I'll just start the share the video.
उस पे 1 मिनट मैं बताता हूँ। इस वीडियो में मैंने दिखाया था किस तरह से बच्चे आइंस्टाइन की तरह ड्रेस करके एक गिनीज रिकॉर्ड तोड़ने की कोशिश करते हैं। ये इंडिया इंटरनेशनल साइंस फेस्टिवल का है।
Okay.
इसको आप देखिए। और इसमें एक देखने की बात और है कि लाइव रिपोर्टिंग में कितनी परेशानियां आती हैं। मैं लाइव रिपोर्टिंग कर रहा था और लोग फेमिलियर हैं वार्डरोब मैल फंक्शन से। बात करते करते बीच में लाइव में मैंने जो करा था मेरी मूंछ गिर गई है, आप देखिए। लेकिन मेरे को 1 सेकंड का भी टाइम नहीं था अपनी चीज बदलने का। तो वो एक रिपोर्टिंग की भी बात है और एक हल्की फुल्की स्टोरी है, लेकिन उसमें डीप मीनिंग है। आप
उसमें सब वो मैं दिखाती हूँ, पर मुझे ऐसा लगा कि बच्चों के साथ शायद आप भी बच्चे ही बन गए हैं, इसीलिए आई वाज टेकिंग इट एज अ लाइट सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर। So you can just brief about what the video is about, like just
वीडियो चल जाएगा तो दिखा देंगे, नहीं तो वीडियो के बगैर भी काम चलता है।
राइट सर।
मैं जैसे कह रहा था कि ये जो कोरोना का पैंडेमिक है, इसमें हमें दोनों, एक अच्छी साइड भी दिख रही है साइंस की और एक ऐसी साइड भी दिख रही है जहां फेलियर दिख रहा है बहुत बड़ा। अच्छी साइड ये है कि जो बोला गया लॉकडाउन करने के लिए, वो मेरे हिसाब से 99% इंडियंस ने बहुत जबरदस्त तरीके से फॉलो किया था। उसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है, मैं रोड पे था, मैंने बहुत देखा। लेकिन हाँ, हमारे पास ना वैक्सीन है ना दवाई है, ये एक बड़ी कमी है। तो कहीं ना कहीं हमें हमारे वैज्ञानिकों से बहुत, एक जो टाइम पे बहुत जरूरत थी, कुछ कमी रही है। और ये कमी को पूरा करने के लिए जो आगे आने वाले वैज्ञानिक हैं, जिनकी नस्ल आप लोग तैयार कर रहे हैं, उनके लिए ये सिखाना कि ये एक टाइम था जिसमें कि साइंस फेल हुई, ये भी बताना बहुत जरूरी है। और इसके संग हम केवल कोरोना की बात नहीं करें, अगर और चीजों की भी बात करें। मैंने एक और वीडियो दिखाना था, वो था भारत का एक आने वाला मिशन है गगनयान करके, जिसमें भारत तैयारी कर रहा है अंतरिक्ष में 3 भारतवासियों को up to 3 Indians in space for up to 7 days on an Indian rocket. Okay. It's a major mission which was to happen in 2022, but in my opinion it may not happen very soon now, for the simple reason because it is going to cost 10,000 crores, and that kind of money may not be available very soon. But it is a mission which will be very important for the country, and especially for youngsters. It offers an opportunity to think big. इस वक्त जो भी teenager है, he can think of really becoming an Indian astronaut in times to come and being part of the Indian astronaut corps.
Absolutely.
As they say, everybody at some point or the other wanted to become an astronaut, but died early in their dreams.
Very true, sir.
So there is now a full opportunity. So there is tremendous opportunity. And I certainly think if I had been trained by teachers like who are on the panel, I may have done some things very differently far earlier in my life.
Sir, you have already created such a big inspiration. You are for so many of us. You have blended your science research with the thrill of reporting and creativity in journalism. I mean, this is a fabulous combination. It's such a beautiful thing. So you can carry on, please.
No, it is. I am an eternal student. I am an eternal person who asks questions. Every day something comes in my mind for which I am looking for an answer. And that is what I love about teachers and teaching, because they are teaching students how to ask the right questions. And that is the most important thing in my opinion. I don't want to take more time because there are others who may want to speak and others who may want to ask me some things. And I want to acknowledge Monica's presence. Both of us come from the same college. Both of us have had thankful to professors in Hansraj College, and I strongly thank Hansraj for giving me the opportunity to think and be a person who can help India and take India beyond 21st century.
Very true, sir. Very true. So we move on to thank you so much, sir. There is so much we actually need to listen. I would have listened to you for 2 hours at least, but we really want to. Each interaction with every scientist in ISRO would have been such a great experience. I mean, it must have been such a thrill, and but we really need to move on to the next esteemed panelist, who is Miss Meenakshi Kushwaha, ma'am. Ma'am, we would like to ask you about scientific. How do you inculcate scientific temper? Like, generally, like not as a science student, but an overall, inculcating it amongst the students.
Yeah, thank you so much. And first of all, to begin with, Mr. Pallava, it was wonderful listening to you and the kind of clarity of thought you had about things and the way you said that there's something amiss that we have not been able to produce another scientist, a Nobel laureate in the field of science. I think it's a wake-up call, and but yes, we will, and hope is the first thing, and then we move to in that direction to achieve it. Coming to your question that how do we inculcate scientific temperament in our children, see, scientific temperament has got nothing to do with science. It's not a lesson from our textbook, a science textbook, that chalo aaj hum scientific temperament padhenge, and we make a lesson plan on scientific temperament and we cover it up in 3, 4, 5 periods and some exercises and some hot questions and things like that, and we are done. Ab hamare bacche scientific temperament lekar ke they are ready. No, it's not like this. And it is also not something that बच्चे ने 15 years की एज में क्लास 10 में पीसा देना है, तो चलो अब हम 14 years की एज से अब हम साइंटिफिक टेम्परामेंट डेवलप करना शुरू करते हैं. No, it can't happen like that. In fact, scientific temperament, I would say, begins from the cradle. And पुराने जमाने में माएँ होती थी, दादी होती थी, वो बच्चों को कहानियां सुनाती थी. They were not much educated, much literate, I would say. But then, they would give reasons and they would create curiosity. कहानी सुनाती थी. The children would kind of visualize the scene. And when they visualized, because there were no TV or anything, they would kind of create a scene and be into that scene. And automatically, a kind of a sense of observation developed.
Yes.
And a sense of, thinking developed, because they were given a kind of input and a stimulus, which was in the form of story, and they took forward that in their own way. And then there were simple stories which were related from daily life and daily lives, and next time something like that happened, and they would immediately correlate with the story and kind of think and all.
Logically, yeah.
So that was, I would say that right in the ancient times, our country would focus on developing scientific temperaments in children, though unconsciously. And now at school level, I would say that somehow in between, the whole concept got lost. We became materialistic. We started too many things in school, this inter-school, that inter-school, intra-school, this competition, that debate, that talk. I feel in between that lost the focus. Because when you are doing too many things, it is obvious that we are not doing all things with depth. But I'm so glad now that with this Atal labs, with Atal Tinkering Labs, and with the Anveshika that you said I started, we are all focusing back on things that, though they are pure science, but Anveshika is purely science, that how can physics be taught and observed all over in the world, all over around you? And you start observing and you ask questioning and you ask and you try getting solutions in simple ways with things which are available around you. You don't need huge, big labs for that with lakhs of investment into them. So one thing is that which I focus on, that my children use Anveshika, and we prepare children from other schools also. We take a lot of sessions with other schools, children and teachers both, kind of, preparing them to take this mission forward so that at least children start thinking science around them and they start thinking solutions to the problems. They start thinking of problems and they start observing. Atal Tinkering Labs is another big thing which I would say, in which STEAM is used up in a big way. That how in science, technology, mathematics, art, everywhere you can use some artificial intelligence. You can put in some science, which is actually maybe not science per se, but at least start analyzing the problem.
Exactly.
Then you create, observe, hypothesis,
Yeah.
communicate, talk with people, and collaborate with people, work upon. So the whole idea in schools is that with the help of those small projects, not focusing only on physics, chemistry, biology, let something happen in music class.
Yeah.
Let us, the children should think that why is this sound coming? Why not like that? So scientific temperament is something which is everywhere, into everything. And in my school, we try that our children become great observers and they appreciate nature. Like Dr. Pallava said, that they appreciate nature. They think they try to reason out things. And ultimately, I think all these things will help. And very soon we will
No,
get
ma'am,
another Nobel laureate.
absolutely right about providing children with at least some kind of atmosphere that people can, children can relate to. So this is exactly what our organization is also doing. Ignited Minds is into hands-on activity workshops in different schools. So when we are probably like we have a microscope that the children build in their lab. It's a small thing they assemble. So they will be learning about lenses. They will be learning about human eye. They will also be watching an onion peel under it. So it's a fusion of science. They observe so many things, and you get so many questions out of the children when they're not stressed out because of the grade thing. They have a
To
very
let
open,
them go free.
yeah.
You have to leave them free. Too many restrictions are not good.
So basically, I think educators should be expanding their thought process. This is what you are doing exactly.
And
Instead of
self-studies.
limiting their knowledge to books, it is expansion of ideas that we should be going about. So
And I also feel one thing, that we have been going backwards. Like we teach them and we give them questions and everything, and then we say, now you think. Now most of the children cannot think because we have taught them everything.
Yeah.
So best is,
Reverse
give
it.
them some problem, use, read, you study on your own, think, and then come and let's discuss it
Let's
in the
discuss
class.
it. Yes, that's a brilliant way, ma'am. So, ma'am, anything you want to ask to Mr. Pallav? Any question you would like to ask him?
Yes. He's a great, he has worked with so many great people, and the competence is such great. So, and he has been to school himself and college, university. He has interacted with many school leaders. I would like to ask him rather, take some feedback or suggestion from him that what more should be done at school level, that as per take science in schools and in our country with the same speed at it used to be earlier in times of Mahabharata, Ramayana, all those things.
But I am not an educator. I don't understand the mind of a teenager or a pre-adolescent. I interact largely with the public and I take my stories to the public. But as somebody who's been through school at some point,
Yeah.
something which I missed in my school
Yes.
was, like you yourself said, free thinking time, free interaction time. Give people opportunity to learn themselves. There's so much, even in a school premises in Delhi, there is so much natural things which are around and they offer lovely experimentation to be done. I think they offer a great opportunity. And
Yes.
what I used to miss in my school was the 2 or 3 day excursions which used to take place, and I saw with my own children. Both my children have studied in Sardar Patel Vidyalaya. I am eternally obliged to that school. What a wonderful school it was. It gave my children such 360-degree thinking that I never got. And
Sir, you would be surprised, but Miss Vidhu Narayan ma'am is there in the attendees. She is there. She's taught your children, I think, in Sardar Patel.
yes, Vidhu is not just a teacher for my children. She is also a neighbor and somebody in our neighborhood we admire for her courage and for her deep conviction for science and for the deep conviction for environment and for taking forward the green theory, which is to live in harmony. I think those things are amazing. And as I said, my children learned so much by participating in these nature clubs. I also learned so much by participating in activities like this. I think somewhere the CBSE has made everybody straight-jacketed. Blinker lag gaye, and you have to do exactly what is taught in the textbook. And pardon me for saying, but regurgitate what is there in the textbook, and you will get 99 or even 101%. Somewhere that free thinking that Meenakshi ma'am spoke about is what is required, and that is how we will become, जिसको एक सोने की चिड़िया बोलते हैं, वो सोने की चिड़िया और जो विश्व गुरु बनने की बात करते हैं, वो तभी आएगा जब हम वो फ्री थिंकिंग वापस लाएं.
वापस मिलेगा, बिल्कुल
सर. फ्री थिंकिंग के लिए एक चीज और है कि पेरेंट्स भी बहुत ज्यादा बच्चों को दे शुड नॉट लाइक पुट देम इनटू आईआईटी, फिटजी और मेडिकल कोचिंग. एक रिस्ट्रिक्शन वहां पर भी आता है कि पेरेंट्स बच्चों को नहीं फ्री छोड़ते हैं, तो क्वाइट सम एक्सटेंट.
Yeah, that's true, ma'am. That's very true. This is going to be one of our opinion poll questions, probably, if we complete on time. So our next speaker would be Miss Monica Mehan, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to know in general, you have such diverse interests, but besides, like, science, of course, is there. So how do you inculcate this scientific temper? And also about, so many diverse field in pure sciences, like ma'am just said, somehow if a child takes in class 10, he's opted for science. It is abhi tak, almost 30 years since I completed my school. It is still like either he's going to take biology, become a doctor, and take math, then he's becoming an engineer. So there is no in between. Like the passion for pure sciences, even if a child has it, it is, crushed by either parents or peer pressure or by, coaching centers. Seriously, matlab, child might want to learn physics, he might want to learn biology throughout, he might want to become, a biologist, so environmentalist, so many things there are. So ma'am, how can you, kind of develop this temper, plus also motivate children to, opt for, like I've opted for biology and I'm not giving TMT. Some children should have that courage कि ठीक है मैं नहीं डॉक्टर बनना चाहता, मैं आई वांट टू बिकम अ बायोटेक्नोलॉजिस्ट मे बी. सो हाउ डू यू डू दैट?
Okay, thank you, Malashri. First of all, you should not be asking me any question today. I am here as an attendee. Yes, me a balcony seat, but I'm here to watch and listen to Pallav Bagla, sir. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to ask questions. Yes, we are trying to promote scientific temper, but then there are so many things that are happening around us. And sir, I am going to ask a number of questions. मैं कोई भी आंसर नहीं दे रही हूँ, आंसर्स आप देंगे.
दूंगा, जो मेरे को आता है मैं जरूर बोलूंगा, नहीं आएगा तो बोल दूंगा, नहीं सीखा मैंने.
सर, एक चीज जो आपने बोली, वो आपने कहा कि बच्चों को they should be asking questions. You said that is what you have been doing all along. So this is what we tell our students also, that do not accept anything just because it is there in the textbook. और उसका सर एक बहुत कॉमन एग्जाम्पल आई शेयर इट विद माई स्टूडेंट्स ऑफन, कि तुम्हें शुरू से गलत पढ़ाया जा रहा है क्योंकि हमने भी कुछ गलत एक्सेप्ट कर लिया था. एक सेंटेंस सिंपल सा, दैट द सन राइजेस इन द ईस्ट एंड सेट्स इन द वेस्ट, सर बिल्कुल गलत है. सन ना तो राइज करता है ना सेट करता है, मगर हम मान रहे हैं क्योंकि अर्थ मूव कर रही है. Yes, the sun, we are able to see the sun in that direction in the morning, but it is morning only because the sun is there. And we are able to see that the sun is going away. It is not going away, it is the motion of the earth that is creating that. But just because हमने मान लिया, वो टेक्स्ट बुक्स में छप गया और अब सभी उसको रिपीट करते हैं और हम बच्चों को भी सैडली यही सिखाते हैं. So that is one thing. Then, sir, students, what should they actually look forward to? मीनाक्षी मैम ने बोला that parents का बहुत pressure है, और जितने भी aims हैं एक बच्चे के, from the moment he comes to school, all those aims are about the job, about the profession. They are commercially driven. In fact, it is education not for life but for a living. That is again one mistake that we are making, and you have to tell me how to take care of that. Hold on, sir, मेरे questions की list लंबी है.
मैं ये जवाब दे दूं?
बिल्कुल सर, दीजिए.
पूछिएगा, मेरे को जितना आता है मैं बोलूंगा. और मैं केवल इतना कह सकता हूँ, मैंने कभी भी अपने दिमाग की नहीं सुनी, दिल की सुनी. अगर मेरे दिल ने कहा पल्लव ये करना है, मैंने वो किया. और कहीं ना कहीं वो अपॉर्चुनिटी भी मिली मुझे, पेरेंट्स से भी और अपने कॉलेज से भी वो सीख मिली कि हाँ, जो तुम करना चाहते हो वो अच्छा है और उसको करने से औरों का फायदा हो सकता है. तो अगर हम ये सोच देंगे लोगों को कि भाई लाइफ, देयर इज अ लॉट बियॉन्ड जस्ट becoming an engineer or a doctor. There are so many other professions. A lot of people ask me, आप साइंस जर्नलिस्ट कैसे बन गए? साइंस जर्नलिस्ट बन गए जब सवाल पूछते थे, जवाब देते थे, वो लिखने लगे, फोटो खींचने लगे, लोगों को अच्छा लगा, मैंने और करा और अच्छे से थोड़ा बहुत किया, लोगों को और पसंद आया. तो वो एक सवाल पूछना और उसका जवाब ढूंढना और उसको लोगों को अपने एक अंदर एक आग होती है, उस आग को ढूंढना, जिसको कि कलाम साहब इग्नाइटेड माइंड बोलते हैं, और जो इसको मलश्री ने पकड़ा है, वो एक बात जब निकलेगी तभी उसकी you can't do something just because you're forced to do that.
Exactly.
दिल से जो निकलती है बात, वो अपने आप ही अच्छी होती है.
बिल्कुल सर. So, ये बात पेरेंट्स को भी समझनी चाहिए थोड़ी सी, कि मतलब बच्चा अगर करना चाह रहा है तो उसे करने दे. They should have confidence in their child. So, Meenakshi ma'am, your next question. It's a rapid fire round going on.
मोनिका की क्वेश्चन और थे अभी.
मैं तो मोनिका मैम को ही बोल रही हूँ. Next rapid fire round.
So, sir, the next thing, अभी जब हम पहले इस वेबिनार से पहले एक informal discussion कर रहे थे, तो आप food security की बात कर रहे थे, and I totally agree with you that food, there is much research required. बट वो रिसर्च किस डायरेक्शन में जाती है. So there is one person who is researching on getting watermelons without seeds. Then there are people who want a particular color of the wheat flour. Sir, हम क्यों इस तरह की research करते हैं? Actually, even increasing the quantity in some cases has not given good results in the long term. Green revolution जब start हुआ बहुत अच्छा लगा, बट सर एक बात बताइए, उस समय के बाद हमने जो सॉइल है उसको बिल्कुल अनयूजेबल बना दिया. जब तक उसमें केमिकल्स नहीं डालेंगे, जब तक उसमें फर्टिलाइजर्स नहीं डालेंगे, तब तक पौधा उगेगा ही नहीं. तो सर उस ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन का एक्चुअली क्या फायदा हुआ? व्हाइट रेवोल्यूशन भी आई, ऑपरेशन फ्लड भी आया. वो व्हाइट रेवोल्यूशन वाज फॉर मिल्क. सर उसका भी क्या फायदा हुआ व्हेन दीज एनिमल्स they were actually laced with hormones. आज की डेट में भी कौन सी ऐसी डेयरी है सर पूरे वर्ल्ड में जहां पर बिना हॉर्मोन्स के गाय जो है वो दूध दे देती है? और अगर देती है तो वो दूध 100 रुपीज लीटर नहीं होता, वो इससे बहुत ज्यादा एक्सपेंसिव होता है. तो सर माय क्वेश्चन इज, आप तो जर्नलिस्ट भी हैं सर, क्यों नहीं जर्नलिस्ट एक पॉजिटिव जर्नलिज्म की तरफ जाते जहां पर कि सर आप लोग हमसे बहुत अच्छी तरह से कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हैं टू द जनरल पब्लिक. सर व्हाई आर वी डिपेंडिंग अपॉन ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन? व्हाई आर वी डिपेंडिंग अपॉन दीज हॉर्मोन्स? एंड सर दे आर हैविंग एडवर्स इफेक्ट्स. इवन जो सो कॉल्ड ये जो चिकन मिलता है मार्केट में, इवन दोज एनिमल्स दे आर गिवन इंजेक्शंस. What is the use of such things, sir? That is my next question. That, sir, how can we take care of such blunders which are happening on our planet?
Okay, there was a time and place for the green revolution. And I have spoken to Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, who's considered the father of the green revolution. And I asked him this question as to what was his feeling about green revolution now. He said, Pallav, what we need is an evergreen revolution and not just a green revolution. We need less and less of chemical fertilizer use, less and less use of pesticides, less use of chemicals for our agriculture. No doubt about that. And I am very happy to say, many people may agree or disagree with me, but Prime Minister Narendra Modi has repeatedly spoken about how to do stuff with zero effect and zero defect, and also how to get more crop per drop. See, these are stuff which we require desperately. Today we are woefully short of fresh water. पानी की सबसे ज्यादा किल्लत आने वाले टाइम में होने वाली है. और आपने देखा होगा ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन की एक बड़ी चीज हमने लास्ट 3-4 सालों में देखी, वो थी एयर पोल्यूशन जो निकला. ये कभी किसी ने नहीं सोचा था कि ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन के कारण एक क्रॉप वेस्ट बर्निंग का इशू आएगा, और वो क्रॉप वेस्ट बर्निंग से इतना पोल्यूशन होगा कि दिल्ली के ऊपर, नॉर्थ इंडिया के ऊपर इतना बड़ा हेज बन जाएगा. लॉकडाउन से एक फायदा तो हुआ, वो हेज चला गया, एयर पोल्यूशन गायब हो गया. लेकिन यही सवाल मैंने स्वामीनाथन साहब से पूछा था, और देखिए उसकी एक आयरनी है, बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग आयरनी है. एम.एस. स्वामीनाथन साहब डायरेक्टर जनरल थे इंडियन काउंसिल ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर रिसर्च के जब ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन आया, और जब ये प्रॉब्लम आया एयर पोल्यूशन का, तब उनकी बेटी जो है वो डायरेक्टर जनरल थी इंडियन काउंसिल ऑफ मेडिकल रिसर्च की, सौम्या स्वामीनाथन, जो आज वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में चीफ साइंटिस्ट है. तो देखिए पिताजी ने जो किया उसको करेक्ट करने के लिए बेटी कहीं ना कहीं रोल प्ले कर रही थी. और इसका सोल्यूशन आएगा जब जनता से प्रेशर आता है, तो पॉलिटिशियन जरूर रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं. अब ये टाइम है इस वक्त, मैं सबसे बोलता हूं, मैंने लिखा भी है इसके बारे में. ये लॉकडाउन में हमने साफ हवा देख ली है. अब ये साफ हवा किस तरह से मेंटेन करनी है, ये हमको फोर्स करना पड़ेगा अपने पॉलिसी मेकर्स को, कि हमें इसी तरह की साफ हवा 12 महीने मिले. तो देखिए आपने जो बोला उसमें बहुत दम है, और उसको सोल्यूशन भी आएंगे. हम आएंगे जब पब्लिक की तरफ से प्रेशर होगा, और वो
सर हम वर्क फ्रॉम होम करना भी सीख गए हैं,
जी
हम वर्क फ्रॉम होम करना सीख गए हैं, और आई थिंक दिस विल हेल्प अस कंट्रोल पॉल्यूशन।
Pollution, yes.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सही बात है। लेकिन हाँ, बहुत ज्यादा बच्चों को जूम सेमिनार नहीं करवाइएगा, नहीं तो वो वैसे ही स्मार्टफोन पे पबजी
हाँ,
और माइनफील्ड
बिल्कुल
6 घंटे चलता है, और उसमें
हाँ,
आपके
हाँ।
4 घंटे की क्लास और होंगे। तो हमें अंधे बच्चे नहीं चाहिए,
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
नहीं,
हमें बच्चे ऐसे चाहिए जो बाहर जाके देख सके, चीज समझ सके।
yes, 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 sir.
ये स्मार्टफोन का जो एक मेनिया है, मैं उससे बहुत डरता हूँ।
बहुत परेशान करता है।
So, sir, you would promise to write on these articles which Monica ma'am has just suggested, antibiotics in the meat and white revolution, side effects of white revolution. So, ma'am, next question, any other?
If you allow me, like I said, I have a long list, but till my time is up, I will keep asking questions because
Okay.
I have to do.
Okay.
So उसने बोला कि पब्लिक और जनता जो है उसको बोलना पड़ेगा। सर मुझे भी पब्लिक भी मानिए और जनता भी मानिए, मैं आपसे ये बता रही हूँ। और सर लॉकडाउन हैज टॉट अस पॉजिटिव थिंग्स, बट लॉकडाउन में सर 2 और ऑब्जर्वेशंस है रिगार्डिंग द रेकलेस यूज ऑफ केमिकल्स। सैनिटाइजेशन के लिए जो केमिकल यूज हो रहा है, सोडियम हाइपोक्लोरेट, सर ये बहुत जगह पर स्प्रे हो रहा है, पर इसके डिसीजन मेकर्स हैं, क्या वो जनरल पब्लिक को ये बता सकते हैं कि जब ये एक बार स्प्रे हो जाता है उसके बाद इसको वाइप ऑफ भी करना होता है? आई कैन सी सो मेनी मेटल बेस्ड सर्फेसेस दैट आर एक्चुअली बीइंग डिस्ट्रॉयड नाउ। एंड सर सेकंड जो केमिकल का आंसर क्वेश्चन है वो है सर, जब ये टिड्डी दल हमारे कंट्री में आया, और सर आज की डेट में ठीक है न्यूज में बंद हो गया टिड्डी दल के बारे में आना, बट सर आई एम श्योर दैट विद इन 1 or 2 months जो केमिकल्स जो स्प्रे किए गए हैं और रेकलेसली स्प्रे किए गए हैं, प्रोबेबली अब उनके हार्मफुल इफेक्ट्स के बारे में भी जब तक वो दिखेगा नहीं कोई मानेगा नहीं, पर इतने केमिकल स्प्रे कर दिए सर, और गवर्नमेंट ने तब ना सोचा, सिर्फ सर एक शॉर्ट टर्म विजन कि टिड्डी दल का सफाया करना है, और सर अब वो जो केमिकल्स जो फील्ड्स में बैठ गए हैं, व्हाट अबाउट दैट?
देखिए, जो केमिकल यूज हुए टिड्डी दल में वो पहले ही बैंड थे, वो दोबारा डाले गए, वो नहीं डालने चाहिए थे, और एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट ने उसके लिए कंप्लेन किया है। और मलश्री के चाचा जो हैं वो तो बड़े फेमस एनवायरमेंट के लॉयर हैं, मेरे को उम्मीद है कि वो कहीं ना कहीं एक PIL करके इसको जरूर रुकवाएंगे। देखिए, बहुत जगह जो है वो टिड्डी दल को दे आर यूजिंग, वो फूड की तरह यूज होता है। पीपल वेलकम टिड्डी, टिड्डी आई है तो अब हमें न्यूट्रिशन मिलेगा,
प्रोटीन
तरीके प्रोटीन मिलेगा। और ये आपने जो हाइपोक्लोराइड की बात की है, मैंने अपनी सोसाइटी में समझाया कि बिल्कुल नहीं, लोहे के सरफेस पे हाइपोक्लोराइड नहीं डलना चाहिए। रोड पे मैं पहले दिन से देख रहा था स्प्रे कर रहे थे, स्प्रे करने से क्या फायदा होगा सोडियम हाइपोक्लोराइड का, मुझे तो कभी समझ में नहीं आया। और यही नहीं था, एक टेंट बना के उसके अंदर डाला जा रहा था, लोगों को उसके अंदर से निकाला जा रहा था।
सर इट इज एन इरिटेंट टू स्किन आल्सो।
नहीं, बाद में हेल्थ मिनिस्ट्री ने करेक्ट किया उसको और बोला कि इसको नहीं यूज किया जाए। ये आप तो वो करेक्शन होते हैं, जब पब्लिक बोलती है तो करेक्शन होते हैं।
Right, sir. Right, sir. So we are noting down the points, and we'll probably raise a PIL and write a PIL to get them. So moving on to, ma'am, you can hold on to next. थोड़ी सी देर में we'll come back to you for more questions.
I know I had limited time, but and I could so many.
Sure, ma'am. So we move on to Miss Neeta Arora, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to know what your management, how can the management, school management support scientific temper? मतलब commerce के बच्चे, humanities, we can't distinguish them, we can't rate कि ये science के बच्चे तो scientific temper इनमें ही होगा और दूसरों में नहीं होगा. Logical thinking is important for everyone. So how do you of course science also, I would like to know how are you doing it in your school and other students also.
What is science? Science is spirit of inquiry.
Yes.
And that is not limited to subjects called science subjects.
True.
So first of all, when we select a teacher for joining our team, we have to check their attitude towards finding answers. to be able to show that they are ignorant and ready to research, ready to do something about it is a positive quality that you have to see in a teacher. So you give them something, some hands-on thing, and see how what they do of it. And when you're asking questions, if a teacher is unable to answer, that is not a mark of disqualification. But the same teacher asks you, how would we solve it like this? Can we solve it like this? Or she's ready to raise the discussion. That would mean that she'll allow this to happen in classes.
Yes.
We have seen certain teachers very rigid. No, my answer is right. There cannot be two ways about it. So first of all, you give the children right teachers. And after that, give the teachers freedom.
Oh, yes. That's very important. Yes.
And when you give them the freedom, they will themselves realize where they lack. Let them observe each other's classes, sit in their peers' classes, and then you design a training program for them. So design thinking is so important that the teacher should be amenable to change and to realize that the change is the only thing constant and they have to reinvent themselves. And for that, from the top only, this has to percolate down. It should not be the teachers are attending trainings and the principal and heads are sitting in the staff room or in their own rooms doing something else. Those are trainings everybody must attend together, irrespective of your status in the school.
Right.
And then these trainings should also percolate down to students and the senior students to give trainings to the juniors so that this culture of learning continues in the school. Then allow a lot of action researches, allow teachers to research because that's the only way they will learn. It's not necessary that I give them a solution, okay, this is what we'll all do. And then let the faculty discuss their action researches outcomes.
Yes.
And the best researches to be adopted over more sections, eventually whole school if they have work out to be. And do not ever have one fixed idea. In my school, I never even see any of my old circulars or any of the old books or the notes that we made or a PPT that we made. Every year we reinvent the wheel. Some teachers I have noticed take an old notebook. I said, no, don't do that. Move on. Times have changed. The group of children that you have changed. The needs are different. And this happens, as Pallav sir rightly said, CBSE has made us think like this. It's not CBSE. It is the way we perceive what CBSE wants. CBSE has given us a lot of choices in subjects. Who says that you've got to have only those 5 subjects in 5 streams, 3 streams, just maybe 12 subjects? I have 36 subjects for 3 streams. Give the children choices, and believe me, the kind of choices children are exercising. There's a science student taken Sanskrit, a science student taken music production. One girl has taken science and painting.
Brilliant. This is what another question was. Yes.
And there is another child who has taken humanities but physics to go with it.
Wow, brilliant.
And we have allowed, he was taken physics and additional subjects,
Curriculum is
economics, physics, mathematics. That's a different thing that in 12th he dropped it because the moment he realized CBSE marks matter. But he developed that attitude because and then we allow children choices. It's not you and me who will decide those choices.
True.
They are themselves pretty aware. What we do is, no, don't do this, take this subject, this is lighter. They go to FITSI and other places. They don't take economics, don't take commerce, take physical education.
Absolutely true.
Why? Why shouldn't they take a good subject? The scientific aptitude and attitude should be there in everybody. Then providing the right infrastructure. Infrastructure which allows them to have hands-on experiments in classes, right from grade preschool to 12. You should have allowed them to have handle things in classes. Whatever you teach in theory comes later, the practical comes earlier should be the motto. If you think, no, I will do the theory and practical can happen on any of the weekends, or maybe I'll call them once a month in the lab, that will not happen. And we just have 3 science labs. We don't have lab for the juniors. So take the labs to the classrooms. That's the only way children will be able to do experiments in classes. And grade, you can have, I have a mobile lab, 2 teachers take this material to the children, 4 children work together in the classroom itself from 1 to 8. And it is a very beautiful system. Whatever subject you're teaching, whether you're teaching science or EVS or social science or English or maths, anything can be done hands-on. And as Meenakshi ma'am said, my teachers and children look forward to Anveshika workshops. Whenever she sends an invite, we definitely send our teachers. And she says, no, only 1 teacher or maybe sometimes 2 teachers or 1 child, 1 teacher. I have never ever missed the opportunity of sending my teachers, even if it is very far off. It's not only Anveshika. There are a lot of things that Delhi University does for us. Inspire program, the VBM trainings, and our children go there and because they do a lot of hands-on, so it becomes very easy for them to clear VBM. And then they become role models for the juniors. They trained there to come and train the juniors. So they say, ma'am, can I go and talk to the juniors?
Yeah.
Because I want to talk to them about how to do experiments.
Wow.
And I said, don't just go to the children. I'll organize a session for the teachers. Kindly come and take it too.
Oh, wow. That's brilliant, ma'am. That's amazing.
Because the teachers have been kind of conditioned to not think beyond the NCRT when they come to start teaching 9, 10, 11, 12. I find the problem with the senior section. It's the juniors are doing amazing job. Till 8th, there are no limitations to where you can take the subject. It's a 10th grade teacher or a 12th grade teacher who is bound by competitive examinations, who is bound by the NCRT, and is bound by the expectation of parents for marks. And the expectations of children for those marks so that they can get admission in the right colleges. So with the result, there is a lot of revision of teaching. But the practicals are very important. Again, if you allow the managements, if they allow PGTs to choose, there are additional programs which children can take. Somebody talked about Utter Lab, Meenakshi ma'am only. Even if you don't have an Utter Lab in your school, it really doesn't matter. My Utter Lab is not yet ready, but my children have won first prizes in all the Utter Lab competitions. Why? Because we have this science club and STEM club, which is very, very active. And because of they have this hands-on experiment. If I have an Utter Lab, I sometimes feel that I probably would limit. So many children only can go in this lab at this particular time. Now it is a whole school program. Now then it will become a shorter group program. Now you talked about this boy Atharv Sharma. He was a part of the science club from grade 6 onwards, and he did experiments with grade 10. So you bring the children of different age groups together. So automatically the learning flows. Then allow flipped classes, allow certain chapters, if not all, to be taught by the children and the teachers to ask questions. Like our friend Monica is asking questions only. So the beauty of it, the teachers start asking questions.
Right, ma'am.
And the children have to find answers.
Yeah.
Believe me, the kind of research that children will do will really make them independent.
Yeah, that's very true. If you let them be, then the research comes better.
Mothers, as parents, I think it's so important. Your child may break things. Your child may do a lot of garbad at home.
हाँ, बिल्कुल.
I remember मेरे बच्चे ने मिल्क में विनेगर डाल के चेक करा था क्या हो जाएगा मिल्क का, उसने कितनी बॉटल्स में छेद कर करके पास्कल लॉ स्टडी किया था. So allow it. It really doesn't matter.
That's true, ma'am.
And the first engineering children do it from at an early age, allow all that. And if that happens, I think the scientific temperament in the country would be so much better.
Absolutely, ma'am.
My question to Mr. Pallav.
Yes, I'm going to ask, yes.
COVID is because of man's greed. Do you agree?
COVID is because of?
Man's greed for dominance. Or is it nature revolting?
It's very hard to say. But certainly, if we agree with the hypothesis that it evolved in animals and then transmitted to humans, somewhere the link is there. Now, there is also the wide-ranging theory that it was actually evolved, it was made in a laboratory and then a biological agent, warfare agent, and that got released accidentally. I think what coronavirus today is teaching the entire Earth and the entire planet is that a tiny, invisible, literally completely invisible particle can bring
The entire human.
who is considered as the most evolved animal on the planet down on its knees. A virus is making Homo sapiens literally grovel. I think that is the learning which we need to have. It is not the first virus which has come from animals. It will not be the last virus which has come. I have reported pandemics, epidemics, outbreaks since 1994. 1994, recall the first big thing which I reported was the plague outbreak in Surat and in Delhi. And since then, every pandemic I have reported, be MARS, SARS, MERS, swine flu, bird flu, chikungunya, dengue, everything has come and gone. This will also go away.
Find a vaccine for it, like we have not been able to find a vaccine for AIDS so far, but yet the incidence of AIDS have come down because mankind has learned to take precautions.
Yes.
So for COVID also, if you start taking precautions and not blame the scientific community for not giving us a vaccine because it is going to mutate very fast, first of all. So the vaccine that we discover may not be useful, say after 2 months or 3 months. They say India has 3 strains of virus. So what I have to say is we all have to be very careful. Through this forum, I like to pass this message. Let's continue to maintain social distancing, even if it does not seem very scientific. We've got to maintain because this is the way of its spread. Epidemiologically, we have to control it. Till the time a proper cure doesn't come, we've got to maintain all suitable precautions and follow the guidelines of the government. It's not that we throw, caution to wind and we just go out not wearing masks, going to malls. No, you still have to maintain distance. You have to wear masks. If in a room 2 people are wearing masks, both of them would be safe. It's not just one person wearing masks.
We are just hoping that the vaccine comes from India and it's a very, very cheaper version so that we can
we can afford it.
Export it, yes.
The treatment now is so expensive.
Yes.
I'm so worried about poor people, even anybody middle class.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to a private hospital, I think man has, again, the greed has come in.
Yeah.
So,
ma'am, I would like to launch another question to get the audience in loop. The poll question is saying it's going to flash for 10 seconds and it says, do you feel that practicals or case studies are important in developing interest and building scientific aptitude among students? Before the time, the people have already answered our audience. So we have to have, like ma'am said, hands-on activity workshops and STEM education has to be there. तो छोटा experiment भी बच्चों को करने दे, चाहे अब because of the schools closing down, let them experiment at home and do little shaitani so that they can learn from that also. Let them
and case studies are very important.
Yes.
You can't give every experience to the child, but through the case studies, everybody is able to analyze, think, and reach to a conclusion.
Yes. So they would have their own, opinion and probably critical thinking would be inculcated.
मैं कुछ बोलूं?
हाँ जी sir, please.
2 चीजें. नीता जी ने बड़ी सही बात कही कि सारी चीज विज्ञान पे हमें नहीं डालनी चाहिए, उनको ब्लेम नहीं करना चाहिए. लेकिन अगर आप देखें, ये पहला पैंडेमिक है हमारी लिविंग मेमोरी में जिसमें कि हमने ऐसा लॉकडाउन किया है. इस लॉकडाउन ने हमें फायदा क्या दिया पैंडेमिक कंट्रोल करने में, वो तो अभी दिखा नहीं. लेकिन हाँ, इकोनॉमी की कमर पूरी तरह टूट गई. तो हमने जो नुकसान किया है अपने ऊपर वो बहुत जबरदस्त है. क्या वो बच सकता था, क्या नहीं बच सकता था, इसको देखिए अभी आने वाले टाइम में इसको सवाल पूछने का टाइम आएगा. अभी हम we are fighting the fire. Let us extinguish the fire and then we will ask the questions to the right people. I have already been asking and I will continue to ask these questions, and I am not afraid of asking the questions even to Prime Minister or to Mr. Donald Trump or to the chief of WHO or to Dr. Soumya Swaminathan. They are people who will need to answer. Was there a need for a lockdown? Could we have averted and lived with the virus like the current thinking is without the lockdown? And एक छोटी चीज नीता जी, ये आपने अटल टिंकरिंग लैब की बात की, मैं उस मीटिंग को रिपोर्ट की थी, और जब अटल टिंकरिंग लैब का नाम अटल टिंकरिंग लैब नहीं था, तब आपको मैं बताऊं, पता है क्या नाम था उसका? तोड़फोड़ लैब.
बिल्कुल सही.
तोड़फोड़ लैब के नाम से शुरू हुआ था ये. और देखिए वो तोड़फोड़ से उसको टिंकरिंग कर दिया उन्होंने. माइनर
तोड़फोड़ क्या हुआ, ज्यादातर उसको उन्होंने लगा लिया 3D प्रिंटर. फिर उसको कहेंगे बच्चे जरा हाथ मत लगाना, बड़ा महंगा है.
हाँ, ये तो होता है. ये देखिए वो तो
इसीलिए छोटी रिसोर्सेज देना
तो
बहुत
हमारे को छोटी चीजें ज्यादा बच्चों को तोड़े फोड़े जो मर्जी करे,
एंजॉय करें,
कॉस्ट की चिंता ना हो.
बहुत
सारा ऐसा कुछ गैजेट पड़ा रहना चाहिए और बच्चे तभी बनाते.
सही, बिल्कुल सही. So moving on to Pooja now. Pooja ma'am, I would like to ask you we have the onus of actually reaching out to the students, and we deal with the students on daily basis. So how do you maintain that that vibe in the children? You've been teaching for so many years now, but वो कभी-कभी monotony आ जाती है teachers में. Okay, so you have to be a team leader also. You have to connect with the students also. So how do you maintain that curiosity and like, I love to ask questions and interact, and I derive answer from the children only. So this is the way we go in our STEM classes. So how do you go about in your STEM classes? Yeah.
First of all, thank you, Malashri. I would like to thank you first for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this very, very
Louder, Pooja.
discussion.
A little
Okay.
louder, Pooja.
I would first like to, thank you, Malashri, for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to be a part of this very relevant discussion. Because given the times, developing scientific temper couldn't have been more essential and needed. I think we are living in a time when we cannot do without science, and it has come to the fore. There was a time when our students and parents, a lot of them were running after say commerce and economics and business studies. Now is the time that we realize that science is an inherent part of our lives. So when science becomes so unescapable, and we're talking about scientific temper in this discussion, I think scientific temper is nothing but critical thinking that's applied to our real lives and applied to our science classes. So like you said, Pandit Nehru first used this term, and country, organizations, schools, their policies are geared towards actually placing a lot of onus on promoting projects and activities that develop this thinking. It's the onus is actually on the teacher who's there in the class and dealing with students firsthand. So what do critical thinkers look like? So, if anybody were to walk into a classroom at Shiv Nada School, you will actually see a lot of students who have so many questions that are emerging from a natural curiosity. When those questions become logical and they take the shape of questioning in terms of questions that come from observation, questions that come from a genuine interest in how things work and how can things be made to work better, that's when it becomes scientific temper. At our school, at Shiv Nada School, there is a great deal of onus on STEAM, I would say, not just STEM, but STEAM. So you will see a lot of work happening between science and art, so that element of design that we are talking about is taken care of. There is science which is integrated with IT, so that all these programs that offer you the opportunity of modeling and prototyping, all this is taken care of. So all this, when it comes together in the form of science, design, art, IT, then our children are able to actually solve some real world problems. I'll give you an example. Just last year, a group of students, what they did is they designed this contraption that could be attached to the kitchen tap and to the RO outlet pipe at the other end. Because so much of that water goes a waste, they were able to sort of channel that water into a tank, and that tank would send the water back into the tap, and it can be reused for washing and other purposes in the kitchen. So that's innovation and nothing else, and it is made possible because children are not made to think in those silos of this is your textbook and this is the question and this is the answer to it. So our teachers don't leave any opportunity, I would say, despite the NCERT curriculum and despite the syllabus. All teachers at Shiv Nada School, and I'm not talking about only science teachers, they do not discourage children from asking questions, from observing, and from raising these very relevant questions. They will always give them the opportunity of asking and trying to figure out what the answers are. When ma'am is talking about Atal Tinkering Lab, be it an Atal Tinkering Lab or be it a lab that Pallav sir is talking about, or a lab with a 3D print, to give children the opportunity of working with their hands and bigger things and think deeply about a problem that exists in their real
Right. So
world,
they become
and
basically
find
they are
that
becoming
and
problem
provides
solvers.
us,
Right.
they become problem solvers. Yes.
So any other
Absolutely.
questions, Pooja, you have for Pallav sir?
I have a question for Pallav sir, and I basically wanted to ask him that, he has a science background, and he moved from science to photography to journalism, and to bridge that gap between science to journalism, I think it's pretty multi-dimensional. So to be able to think out of the box like that, several years earlier, I would like to ask him that, what was it in his education and his upbringing that allowed him to transition
Into
from science to journalism and to communicate with people and bring out the
so
relevance of
basically her
subject.
question is, sir, ki how have you been, your bringing up has been like this, so we can bring up our children like your parents have brought you up. So we can
मैं इसका जवाब देता हूँ, बड़ा सिंपल जवाब है। देखिए, ना तो मेरे को जर्नलिज्म में कहीं ट्रेनिंग हुई, ना ही मेरी फोटोग्राफी में कहीं ट्रेनिंग हुई, ना ही मेरी टेलीविजन में कोई ट्रेनिंग हुई। अब मैं सब चीज स्मार्टफोन पे करता हूँ, और मेरा टूल और गैजेट जो है इस वक्त स्मार्टफोन है। मेरी उस पे भी कोई ट्रेनिंग नहीं हुई, सब ऑन द जॉब अपने आप ही कर करके सीखा है। हाँ, लेकिन ये जरूर है, my parents were great adventurers. Both were geographers. Both of them would take me out to very different places and give experiences which I have never had. I would never have had. आपने मेरी डेविड पर्लमैन वाले अवार्ड की बात की थी. I always relate this story. The David Perlman Award, which is considered the Oscar of science journalism, I got because I questioned the fact that the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change had said that by 2035, all glaciers in the Himalayas would melt and go away. Now, that is a fact which kind of rankled my head, and it didn't agree. मेरे दिमाग बात बनी नहीं. और वो बात क्यों नहीं बनी? वो बात इसलिए नहीं बनी, जब मैं 11-12 साल या 10-11-12 साल का था, तब माँ मेरी मेरे को एक ग्लेशियर पे लेके गई थी. तो मैंने खुद ग्लेशियर इतनी पास से देखा था. वो इतना जाइगेंटिक है कि वो इतनी जल्दी पिघल जाएगा, वो बात मेरे दिल में जमी नहीं बात, और मुझे लगा कि इसमें कुछ ना कुछ गलती है. तो आपने अपब्रिंगिंग की जो बात की है, वो अपब्रिंगिंग बहुत मैटर करती है. एक खुली सोच, एक घर का जो एनवायरनमेंट था कि हाँ, जो करना है करो. बहुत सालों तक मेरे को कहा गया था कि पल्लव तो घसकुद्दा बनेगा, माने ही इज अ गार्डनर, घास खोदेगा, ये कुछ नहीं करेगा. दैट इज व्हाट माय uncle used to tell me, because I genuinely did not like textbook learning and teaching. I genuinely did not like. School for me was initially quite a torture. I did not like. I came into what I am and learned so much, essentially in the same college where Monica went. What a wonderful college, which taught us how to be independent in thinking and gave me opportunity to tinker with a dark room late at night. 3 बजे रात में, 4 बजे रात में, आप बताइए कौन सा कॉलेज है जो किसी भी स्टूडेंट को डार्क रूम के अंदर अकेले काम करने दे सकता है. मोनिका, आपको याद होगा वो बॉक्सिंग वाला जो होता था, जिम्नेजियम टाइप का, उसके बगल में कोने में छुपा हुआ मंदिर के साथ में महात्मा हंसराज के मंदिर के साथ में एक छोटा सा डार्क रूम होता था. उसमें हमने जितनी टिंकरिंग करके सीखा, वो आज तक मुझे काम आता है.
So the freedom of, I think we should rely on children, उनके aptitude पे, उनके decisions पे थोड़ा सा rely करना जरूरी है कि they will become something. अगर डॉक्टर नहीं बना कोई बात नहीं, मतलब it should not be the first option. They can have a science research as the first option. That is what
मेरी बेटी जो है, हमारे घर में दूर दूर तक कोई शेफ नहीं है. My daughter opted to become a chef.
Wow.
हमें पता भी नहीं था. I did not even know क्या क्या ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम होते हैं शेफ के, किस तरह से करते हैं. She found out herself, got her admitted,
Wow.
got herself into earning while learning. So
Wow.
after class 12, she became independent,
Ah,
and she is deeply into nature and deeply into sustainable food chains, and that has come to her. And I'm so thankful to Sardar Patel Vidyalaya that gave my children a 360-degree view of learning, which was impossible for me to get anywhere. I should also say, I'm talking among teachers, it was at very early in our lives. And I can say my daughter is now 28. 28 years ago, me and my wife, Subhadra, had to take an important decision. My daughter got admission to DPS RK Puram, and she got admission to Sardar Patel. She got first admission to DPS RK Puram, and then later into Sardar Patel. Everybody said, Pallav, where is the choice? You should admit her to DPS RK Puram. They bring out the stars. I said, no. We decided to put her in Sardar Patel, and that has given us huge dividends.
so I'm
14
so
plus
glad.
14,
Yeah.
28 years of
Yeah.
such peaceful
Beautiful,
existence
yes.
for us as parents
Yes.
was amazing. And
I'm sure,
and there are
I'm
many
sure Vidhu
schools.
Narayan ma'am would be so proud right now. She's like the teacher on the attendee side. So I think, sir, most of the schools are moving towards that direction now.
They were early
Yeah.
movers.
Yeah.
With-
So
with-
abhi the concept has changed. You know, we are trying to get into that groove of developing scientific temperament. All schools are trying their level best now. But
नहीं,
yes, there is.
उनके यहाँ जो विभा पार्थसारथी मैडम थी, उन्होंने बहुत फर्क किया. उससे
हाँ.
उनको जो फायदा मिला स्कूल को, वो गजब का फायदा था, और वो उसका फायदा आज मुझको मिला है.
Right.
इतने साल बाद मैं नहीं पढ़ा वहां पे, लेकिन मेरे बच्चे पढ़े.
Yeah.
आप लोग को सबको, माने I can see the level which is very different from the kind of teachers I interacted in my school.
So that was
Right.
so long back.
इतना बड़ा स्टिक से पिटाई होती थी हमारी.
That was long back, sir.
क्योंकि 13 times 12 का जवाब नहीं दिया हमने.
Very true. Very
अब मैंने कभी यूज नहीं किया 13 times 12 क्या होगा.
calculator use kar liya. So I would like to launch another poll to connect with the audience. And do you think the poll question says, do you think students are avoiding science stream as it involves too much stress and hard work due to competitive examinations? This can be solved by reducing the syllabi, making it more enjoyable, and changing the pattern of competitive exams. Okay, I think. Okay, so this was, we are sharing the results, and the answer says that we have to make our subjects more enjoyable. I have a feeling that 12th में बहुत ज़्यादा load हो जाता है बच्चों पे, competitive, because they're preparing for competitive exam, they're preparing for their, CBSE exam. So if we can reduce the syllabus and just let them be like, ठीक है, कम marks आए, कोई बात नहीं, आगे, or you have opportunities. So it's a
Enjoyable will cover what you're saying.
Exactly. We will try to give the link of these videos to our attendees. I will mail them personally so that they can watch it. Can you just briefly tell us about what they were about, like exactly? One was about dressing up, children dressing up as scientists, and you were talking about that we've not got any.
एक था where children dressed up as Einstein, and they were trying to break a Guinness record,
Right.
of number of students dressed as Einstein.
Right.
Other is a very, very nice little thing where I actually wore the astronaut suit which
Wow.
our astronauts in Gaganyaan would use.
Oh, so
Then
where was this?
This was at the Space Application Center in Ahmedabad.
Okay.
So I'm actually wearing one of the suits. I'm probably one of the only people outside ISRO who's actually worn a Indian space suit.
Okay.
And the third video was something which everybody must have seen, and probably have not noticed or noticed is the dialogue on machines and books, which took place in Three Idiots.
Three Idiots. Yes, such a relatable movie, sir. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I thought that would be opportune to show that this is how teaching should be or should not be.
Yes. Yes.
And see, I am not somebody who specializes in making very long videos. I specialize in making short.
Very short. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
News is about being short.
I'm definitely going to send these videos. I'm already getting WhatsApp requests to send these videos. So can I share them with the audience?
You can share them. There's no problem.
Thank
As
you,
long
sir.
as you don't put them on YouTube, it's all right.
No. I'll share the link.
Pulled out.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Okay. And so, any questions? I think we have dealt with most of the questions from the audience, the relevant ones. And so this is any other question, Monica ma'am? I think we lead a session with you separately with Pallav sir. One last question we can agree to. Yes.
Yes. So, sir, you were talking about our ancient Indian culture and science being inculcated so deeply into it. Now, sir, my question is that why don't we talk to our students when they are selecting their topics for research? Like they are selecting topics which actually have very little usage in the in fact, there are people in America who have found out the benefits of turmeric, not that we did not know about it. हमें पता है कि हल्दी बहुत useful है. There are people in America जो हमारे बासमती चावल को पेटेंट करना चाहते हैं. Then we know that there are things that we are doing. It is like it's a part of our lifestyle. अगर हम हवन कर रहे हैं तो उसका भी एक scientific reason है. अभी मैंने audience के questions में देखा, there was somebody asking about the relationship between science and astrology, और हमें मालूम है कि astrology भी एक science है. So, sir, why are we actually, not able to tell the scholars that they should be selecting things which are more relevant? In fact, sir, अभी जापान में एक scientist ने हमें fasting के effects का बताया. Fasting हमारे Indians के lifestyle.
We've already been doing, yes.
In fact, अगर हम lunar rhythms को check करें, तो जो एकादशी का fast है, that is actually very, very scientific. But sir, इन चीजों को क्यों नहीं promote किया जाता? This is our science. And if we talk about these things, then we are way ahead than all the other countries. But sadly, we are not promoting these things and waiting for the others to get the Nobel Prizes. The one who did it on fasting, he talked about autophagy, usko prize mil gaya. So, हम लोग क्यों नहीं ये काम कर पाते?
हमें कहीं ना कहीं वो 250-300 साल का जो एक कॉलोनियल रूल था, उसमें हमारी सोच को बहुत तोड़ पहुंची थी. अब वो टाइम आ रहा है जब हम वापस सोच रहे हैं कि हमारे पास जो पहले का ज्ञान था वो बुरा नहीं था, वो बहुत अच्छा था. अब देखिए आयुर्वेद कितनी जबरदस्त तरीके से वापस आया है. योगा, लोग बात ही नहीं करते थे योगा की, वो योग आज दुनिया भर में लोग उसकी बात करते हैं. उसी तरह से जो मैंने आपको केवल वो छोटी सी डांसिंग गर्ल का बताया. मैं खुद गया हूँ हरप्पा, मैं गया हूँ पाकिस्तान में. हरप्पा में जब पाकिस्तान गया था तब मैं हरप्पा खास इसीलिए गया था कि मैं देख के आऊं कि वहां पे क्या है ऐसा. यहाँ पे मेरी टेबल पे सामने हरप्पा के पॉटरी जो है, ओरिजिनल पॉटरी मेरे सामने रखी है, जिससे कि मैं आई टेक इंस्पिरेशन फॉर व्हाट was India. As they say, that wonder which was India. I think we definitely have the capability and we definitely have the acumen, and currently the dispensation certainly is inclined towards making India. And I again come back to the point of I'm normally very critical of the establishment. See, that is the role of the journalist, is to ask questions. I'm very critical of the establishment, and I ask these questions. But recently, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke about Atmanirbharta, I think that Atmanirbharta is an important concept, and we need to work towards having a more self-reliant India in every aspect. Now, if you just see few minutes ago, in this same webinar, we are using Zoom. The video didn't play.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure there must be some student in Shiv Nadar school who can come up with a solution
Very true.
of a better solution
Yes.
of how to do webinars where you can play videos.
Yes, sir.
And then that will be our own intellectual property. It will be our own app.
True.
And trust me, today, नहीं मैं वही कह रहा था कि देखिए हमें जवाब अपने यहाँ से ही मिलेगा और बच्चे इस वक्त जो स्मार्टफोन पे औरों के बनाए हुए गेम्स को आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं, पबजी है, माइनफील्ड है, और देश में लोग गेम बनाते हैं, हमारे यहाँ लोग गेम बनाने के बजाय उसके लेवल पे आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं।
पल्लव जी, मैंने भी अपने बेटे से ही सीखा है ये। आप सही कह रहे हैं, बच्चे हमसे ज्यादा जानते हैं।
ये सोल्यूशन भी हमें यहीं से आएगा और मुझे उम्मीद है जैसे शिव नादर स्कूल है जिसका कि एक आईटी में बहुत डीप अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, पूजा जी आप देखिए और देखिए आपके पास जूम से बेहतर सोल्यूशन आएगा और आपको किसी से फंडिंग की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, वही ऐप से आपको इतना पैसा मिलेगा कि आप पूरी तरह से फ्री हो जाएंगे फंडिंग के लिए।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सर। So thank you. And I must thank every one of you attendees and my esteemed panelists for being there and spending there has been, I mean, scientific temper ke alawa we have discussed so many diverse things, and it was all because of Mr. Bagla that we could touch on all those points. So thank you so much, sir, and thank you all for being there. Also,
Mr. Bagla, ye dil mange more.
Yes, we will
need to hear more from you, and only you speak and speak.
Yes, and we listen. We'll just answer.
मुझे भी तो सीखना है, आपसे सीखा मैंने बहुत कुछ है। ये
participants से करीब 100. I am really thankful to them for being with us for more than 1.5 hours.
Bilkul.
19 minutes.
But ma'am, I'm sure they must have enjoyed thoroughly. It was a great learning experience.
मैम, ये जो हमने बोला उनको हमसे ज्यादा आता है.
Definitely, ma'am. We have attendees from Singapore, Malaysia, and Sri Lanka today, and of course Sardar Patel, educator ma'am is.
But
also
yes,
there.
they would agree with us in most of the things. They will disagree, and they have this chat to show their disagreement. But we haven't got many.
Yes. So signing off now. This is Malshri Kalla from Ignited Minds. Thank you so much once again.
And Manashri, you can go join journalism.
I would love to.
मेरी नौकरी चली जाएगी।
Mr. Bagla, मेरे को अपना assistant बना लीजिए।
Quintessential students.
All of us would like to be students of Pallav sir. Actually, it is really a brilliant experience having you on screen.
And Pooja will have to take, she is right now into the teaching mode. When you have done so much of teaching, then you come back to becoming a student.
Right, true.
And that will happen with Monica, me, and I believe Meenakshi ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes. So thank you so much. Please stay safe, Meenakshi ma'am. You were unwell, but still you've been with us. So thank you so much.
But the session was so interesting that I did not leave, as I had said. Thank you. Thank you for providing.
I would love to have.
Have you joined us from 3 devices?
One-on-one interaction with all of you. Neeta ma'am, Meenakshi ma'am, Monica ma'am, Pooja, and of course Mr. Pallav. Pallav sir, मैं तो आपसे मतलब सच में one-on-one discussion after everything gets
बड़ा मजा आता है
going to be a big hot discussion, and the list will come from Monica Mehan ma'am and Neeta.
Let this COVID thing get over, and then we should actually, like sir was saying, we should sit and discuss and chat.
क्वेश्चन आया पीछे, अगर सोडियम हाइपोक्लोराइट नहीं यूज करना तो क्या करना है? मुझे तो आंसर आता नहीं था, मैंने
नहीं, we are not able to answer, but eventually the answer will come probably. So we'll just wait. And thank you so much, and have a very good evening. Bye bye. Signing off.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.